Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to the MMA Short Show. As always, your boy, Steven Moustaris. And guys, let me get back to the fights. Let me get back to the shit that actually matters. I'm sorry, I kind of just went on a rant a little bit over the whole Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg stupid shit that I'm seeing. If that's in the UFC, guys, oh my God, I'm about to fucking flip. But then just did a video too. I'm shocked that people are shocked that Conor McGregor isn't fighting this year or anything that he's going through. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go for it. But back to the fights, man, to the true shit, the shit that actually matters. Amanda Ribas, my lady, this weekend at UFC Jacksonville in the co-main, taking on Maycee Barber. Which, honestly, guys, if you were a fan of women's MMA in general, or if you have your favorite fighter in the UFC whatsoever, like, there's got to be a certain level of hype right now for, unless you're a fan of like Valentina and Amanda Nunes, like that kind of sucks. But other than that, like, this is why you have to be pretty ecstatic for all these girls. Like, it feels like there's been weight lifted off these girls' shoulders where it's like, okay, we don't have a dominant champion, Amanda Nunes, running it anymore at 135 and 145. And now we also don't have Valentina running it whenever she decides which weight she's doing it. So it's like, I know she's got a chance to take her belt back against Alexa Grasso, which is, it's possible. That's for sure, especially if she changes up her game plan. But, it's exciting out here right now. And my girl, Amanda Ribas, man, I'm telling you, I think, I'll start off. I really think she learned a lot from her loss against Marina Rodriguez a couple years ago. And I think, 2021, I believe. And I think she really tightened up her defense recently. I think she got that split decision loss against Caitlin Jukagian last year, which I for sure thought Amanda Ribas won that. I could be biased there, but I honestly thought she came off stronger in the third, fourth, and fifth rounds. And, I just honestly, and like her crazy win she just had over Vivian Aroha, I thought that shit's impressive. Her wins over Mackenzie Dern, absolutely impressive as hell. And then, honestly, everybody else knows her win over Paige Van Zandt shit. Was it who else? Rhonda Marcos or whatever. But it's like, this girl, I'm telling you, Amanda Ribas, dude, she is coming into her own. I feel like her last fight, like I said, against Viviana, I think she really showed her level of like, how much she's been training. Like, I follow her on pretty much everything because I'm in love with her. But, seriously, she's training every single damn day, 2 or 3 times a day, which I'm sure Maycee Barber is too. But I'm telling you, I just think Amanda Ribas just got it going. She came in as a Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist who was a fucking killer on the ground. And then she's really coming into her own in her striking. Her counter striking in her last few fights is the reason I'm picking her in this fight against Maycee Barber. I do think Maycee Barber, her biggest threat to other women is how aggressive she really can be and how aggressive she truly is against other people. Like, she always comes out, and it's honestly her downfall sometimes too. Like, even though she has won 4 in a row, I do think her last 4, it's not like the greatest wins. Jessica Ai, Marina Maverick, Andrea Lee, it's like, is it that impressive? And what, De La Rosa, I think, was her other one. It's like, I'm just saying, guys, she comes out definitely a little too much. I feel like she keeps her chin up in the air a lot. She's getting hit a lot, but she is very aggressive, and she does seem to outlast her opponents. But that's where Amanda Ribas comes in. I really think her counter striking is going to be huge for us. I thought she was going to get outstruck by Viviana Aroha, and look what she did. She fucking came out, outstruck her, out freaking controlled her on the ground, out grappled her. It was just a phenomenal thing, and I truly think this is her chance because Amanda Ribas has been doing some crazy shit too, where she's jumping up from the strawweight into the bantamweight. She's doing all these things, she's just jumping up in weight, having fun, you can tell she loves fighting. And the other thing with Maycee Barber too, she's kind of fallen into these traps recently with her striking, where she did sharpen up a little bit in her last previous fights, but they've been a little more grappling heavy, I would say. But she does do this thing where before she's about to strike, it's like, what they teach you in karate and Muay Thai and stuff. You want to like kind of grunt a little bit when you fight. Like Holly Holm used to do it all the time. But I think whenever Maycee Barber's about to do her charges, she, starts, screaming a little bit like with each punch, like, like when you throw a punch, like she does that probably like a split second before she throws, which keeps her very open as well. So, I think these are things you work on, but these are tendencies in fighting as much as you guys probably know if you train. Like, tendencies are very tough to get out of, dude. Like, especially especially like boxing, sometimes you'll see guys touch gloves first before they are like their own gloves before they're about to throw something. Like, there's certain tendencies, man, or like maybe drop a shoulder, maybe lean one way. Like, there's certain tendencies that people do that you can really start picking up on a professional level. That's where they're going to really win, and that's where the differences are. And that's truly what I think was going to happen this weekend. And I'm just excited for Amanda Ribas because I think this is a huge chance to beat. If you beat a Maycee Barber, who may not be a top 5 talent yet, but she's definitely a top 5, like at least when it comes into like how well known she is and like popularity and fans wise and shit. She's probably up there in the division, at least top 5 girls, like well known girls. And I feel like it's a huge statement because Maycee Barber, even though we have seen her get beat, she lost to Alexa Grasso very convincingly in what was it, Roxa Ferry or whatever. I think she lost to her too, or Roxanne Modafferi or whatever. So I think she lost to her too in a very shocking fight. It's because she gets a little overzealous, and these girls that keep their cool, you'll just see it. They just take over every time. So, I am very excited. I am very, very excited for this. And, I've already talked about Aaliyah Tapir. I think he's going to take over the world or at least take over like the spotlight here this weekend. I think he's going to shock the world with a win over Josh Emmett. And maybe not the biggest shock, but I think he's going to finish him, and I think it's going to be crazy. And the same with Amanda Ribas. I don't know if she finishes Maycee Barber because it's kind of tough with these girls to start finishing each other like that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm expecting a big, big performance out of Amanda Ribas. So, girl, if you're watching this, I fucking love you, and let me know. I'll take you on a date whenever. It's cringy, I know, but hey, we got to shoot our shot somehow. So, seriously, as always, your boy, Steven Moustaris. Let's go, baby.